I have gotten some messages regarding people wanting to meet with me while I'm in Japan. So I just wanted to give some background information about this entire trip and why I left Japan after just a few days, 3 days. Um, so I initially objected my dad of going to Japan because number one, expensive. Number two, transportation. But my dad says, "Hey, it's really cool. You got to go see it." So, thus I went, and I was met with a monk that invited me 1 year ago. Um, he was really nice. We went there. I was able to participate in a lot of ceremonies. However, the train system, and I think it just so happens to be the itinerary that we had going on. Um, but a lot of walking. Listen, if you want to visit Japan, you got to do it while you're young, because I'm 37, and I was like, whoa, this is a lot of walking. Um, and the food is pretty awesome. Food's pretty good. However, Japan would be a place where you would go in a group. And I didn't go in a group. I came as an individual meeting. It was just very spontaneous. I'm quite of a spontaneous traveling monk. Um, However, what I got out of the culture is this. This is my important impression on Japanese culture in Tokyo. I'm sure in the countryside it's peaceful. Tokyo is high speed, as you all can see, evident in the videos that I uploaded across all of my social media. And the most latest reports is that they're working themselves to death. But we've been knowing that for years. Is that they even have doctors that committing suicide left to right of working so much. Also, when I was on the train, the pandemic of loneliness. Um, Everyone's on their phone. They don't really socialize except the young people, towards the windows. It's good to see that, but when they're on the train, they don't really talk much. When they're on the streets, again, only young people talk. So I'm not sure what's going on there. We're humans and we are sociable beings, and we should be sociable. Now I'm a monk, so I actually like some quietness, but that is a little too quiet. So I'm just wondering what's on their minds. um, so I came on this trip because it was already lonely in the United States, and given the political climate that's been going on in here in 2025. So I went to other, Buddhist nations to kind of see how they do things, conduct additional Buddhist research. But Japan, I just don't know what's going on over there so far with what I have seen. But it doesn't look too promising for young people. It doesn't look too promising for old people. And I'm not sure how well they fare out with happiness, on the research of happiness. I believe in the southern part of Japan, they scored somewhat high on the Blue Zone project. But, y- you know, uh, the atmosphere and the environment, how I feel about it, I had to get out of there after 3 days. And I'm quite a adventurous guy, looking for things to see, observe. The one thing I will credit Japan for in my short 3 days is the monastery, um, and how they're very nature oriented. There was a very different type of peace being there. I think that I will be returning back to Japan with a group of people that, number one, have already been there, have experience with the rail system to save time. Returning back with, number one, a lot more money. Uh, and what I want to experience is the monasteries. I think that will really slow everything down for all of us humans. I really appreciate my short time there, but is the energy I felt being there, and that's what it's been all about. In my previous videos, I spoke about that, changing your environment and being in an environment conducive to slowing down, to stopping, to reviewing ourselves, reviewing our life, reviewing our mind, and really just know how to enjoy tea. I think all of us miss that part of us. I don't think we even know what it's like. We isn't you guys. I know what it's like. I know what peace is like. But as you reflect, everyone's been working so fast, so hard that it's weird stopping. It's weird to be in silence. In essence, what I teach now is trying to undo what technology and the culture in the US has done a number on my fellow Americans and Westerners. Likewise, I went to Europe, in Italy and France, and also people were just look very exhausted, tired, and they're always on the move, on the go. I think it's like that with a lot of countries where, I mean, every country has government, and government needs to keep things moving, in regards to money coming in to their nations so they can fix infrastructures, ensure that, their citizens are well maintained and cared for. But everything has a price, right? And all of us need to kind of look at that and figure out how all of us are the hamster on the hamster wheel in the nation that we reside. Indeed, we all have a responsibility to society, first and foremost to ourselves, our family, and our society and community. But that gone to the extreme, it's not healthy. You won't last long. I mean, and it affects your happiness and overall health. This was a very insightful, spontaneous trip. My father says, hey, you want to go to Europe? Let's go. And book the ticket a week later. I will, however, invite you all, and I'm also open to invitations to traveling to wherever you guys are. I'm getting invitations across the globe. And I'm more than happy to go there and to have a conversation and have tea with all of you and to teach you Buddhism. I look forward to that. I think that's going to be wonderful and great for me and for my own longevity. I don't look forward returning back to the United States, even though I have cases lined up that needs to be resolved. But after the cases are resolved, I hope that invitations come in and I get sponsored by people. I belong to the School of the Elders, so I cannot ask for anything except a cup of water. So again, it is up to you guys, the followers and devotees, to come up with a budget, and if it is affordable, to invite me to your hometown to address the things that needs to be addressed. Whatever is going on with family, with your children, with your peace, with your relationship, with your marriage. That's why I'm there, is to help you uproot the problem once and for all. Perhaps me, myself, as the mediator to help you and your family communicate, you and your children. A lot of issues right now we see in the world is children leaving their parents, parents having marital issues. They don't know how to communicate with each other. They don't know how to communicate with their kids. And then the family gets broken apart in complete despair. It's like, boom, a lot of resentment, a lot of anger. I look forward to fixing families. I'm very good at that. This year in the United States, I've been to California, Arizona, and then last year, 2024, in Ohio, fixing families within a week. That is the latest available science that I have deployed, given my 19 years of experience. So again, I think people should give it a try, because if not, things are just going to get worse. We're at emergency red level in all nations when it comes to our own peace of mind, and the anxiety that we have for ourselves and our family. So I hope everyone reach out to me, the number 1 Vietnamese interpreter at Gmail. May you all be well, be happy, be free, and we're looking forward to meeting all of you soon. Take care.